Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to our channel. Thanks for tuning in. Ismail. Whoa, our number one fan. Dad. It's just two dadas, and then it's not 100. For today's video, we're gonna do some questions, kind of like get to know you, or just random questions off the internet and stuff that Aisha made up. So we're going to ask each other these questions, and maybe you can get to know us a little better, inshallah.
Inshallah.
So, go ahead.
So here's our first question. What year were you born in? You can go ahead.
I was born in 1416 after the Hijrah, or 1995 after Jesus Christ.
I was born in 1997, so I think the Hijrah will be 1914, 18.
I think 1915, because I think I was born at the beginning of 1916 and you were born at the end of 1915, and we're a year and a half different. But basically half birthdays. So next question.
Next question. What is your height?
Whoa, Ismail.
So I'm 4'10".
With Ismail on my shoulders, I'm 7 foot. I'm 6'3". How many centimeters is that?
I don't know. So yeah, we have the kids here because this is a part of us, these little kiddos. So this video is a bit noisy and crazy.
When we do fiqh videos, we try to be serious and minimize the kid noise, so it takes 100 takes because of respect for the information we're talking about. But this is how it always is.
And the next question. Where do you live? Where do you live, Ibrahim?
I live at home, in my house. I sleep in my bedroom, and I eat in my kitchen or my living room. I live in Montana, the great state of Montana, Treasure State, Big Sky State, last best place. I live in the Magic City, Billings, Montana, of the great state of Montana. That's where you live too?
I live here, but like I said in the other videos, I'm from Angola, the Caribbean. And our next question is, how many siblings do you have?
I have 3 siblings. I have 2 older brothers and 1 younger sister, and we're all 4 years apart, essentially.
And I have 5 siblings. 4 are older than me, and 1, my little brother, he's the youngest. I have 3 sisters and a bigger brother.
I think her siblings are closer together even than my siblings, like the oldest to youngest. Because mine are really spread out.
Let's see. I'll get back to that question. Let's see.
I have a question for you.
Okay, what is it?
Do you want to marry a mama's boy?
Interesting question. Well, it's hard to win over the love of a mama's boy. I'm sure everyone can relate. But to answer your question, I'm already married to a mama's boy, so here I am. Are you gonna be a mama's boy? Are you gonna be a mama's boy?
I'm raising him, so of course he's gonna be.
Yes. Do you have an ethnicity preference? I guess
I am happy with the ethnicity that I am. I would never want to change myself.
I mean, like, who you marry?
Oh! I think that, so, culture preference and then like beauty preference. So there's no problem if someone does have any preferences with that, but I don't have any particular like ethnicity beauty preference. I think that all can be beautiful. And when it comes to
don't try to talk with me.
She's putting her hand in my mouth. She's trying to cover up my answer.
She's like, I don't want to get you in trouble with this question, Dad. This is a trick question.
Help, I'm under attack! Help, I'm under attack!
Few moments later.
Your own father? I'm being attacked by both of the children.
12 seconds later.
Help! Help! Tell my mom I love her. Tell my wife that I love her. Tell my kids. Why did they do this?
Much later.
Culture preference, though. I think that all cultures have a history of very, very goodness. You know, like if you look at European culture and the old European history, you have all the good virtues and stuff that you would want. It's just it's harder to see those virtues today. But so I think all cultures and all ethnic appearances have their own pros and cons. But I think all of them are very workable. I don't have any set preference of like what I think would be compatible for myself. I think I'm easygoing enough and accepting enough that I wouldn't have any trouble with any kind of group.
Interesting.
And I don't have to ask you because I already know that you prefer white. That's your ethnic preference.
No.
So we can go to the next question.
No.
What is your idea of an ideal honeymoon?
Okay. Besides Hajj, let's say that because a lot of Muslim people say Hajj, they go straight for Hajj. But let's see what's different. What else is on your list?
So what would your ideal be?
Wow. So I always said I wanted to go to the igloos in Finland. I think it's called Kakslautinen. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it properly. Am I pronouncing it properly German?
You know a lot better than me. They don't speak German in Finland. It's not even a Germanic language.
Finnish?
Finnish is its own language family.
Okay, so
So
I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Whoa, those aren't supposed to stretch that far, son.
So now you're trying to go blind. Anyways.
So you want to go to the igloos?
Yeah. But recently, since I watched like episode of Married at First Sight, I wanted to go, like one of their honeymoon destinations was in Mexico at the Xcaret thingy, and I want to go there. I think it's very feasible for you financially, so I'm just putting that out there.
Excellent.
So if it has the information I want to do something about it, do something about it. Where would you want to go, honey?
What's the ideal honeymoon? So I don't associate honeymoon with traveling at all. I would say that the ideal honeymoon would be one wherein the husband and the wife get to know each other a lot and have a lot of sakina and tranquility with each other, and spend a lot of time worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala together, discussing Islam together, discussing their plans and
your future. Would you say that you got that?
I would say Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen ala kulli hal.
Why did you be honest?
What is wrong? Is there a spider on my face? Why are you hitting me?
Did you get like 100% of that? 75, 80, 95, 99.8% of that? What did you get?
Alhamdulillah ala kulli hal.
What did you get? Yes or no? Were we able to talk to each other?
Alhamdulillah ala kulli hal.
Whatever.
I am so grateful for my wife.
So the next one is, do you want more kids? Seeing that these two are crazy.
I only have 2 children, and I thank Allah for the 2 children that Allah has given me. And I would want more children if Allah has that written for me. But if this is all, then I don't want to question what Allah has written for me or be ungrateful.
Alhamdulillah.
I would not want to limit the blessings of Allah. If I had 10 children and say no more, no more. If I have 5 children or 1 child and I say no more, no more, this is all. So as many, I would never want it to stop as long as Allah had it written.
Okay.
Each baby has their entire risk already decided for them. So.
Because she's been angry.
Oh my goodness, what did mommy do? Did mommy pinch you?
I did not.
Oh my goodness, that is so naughty. Come here.
So, do I want more children? I think, yes I do. At least, I'm grateful for two too. I'm grateful.
Hey, let her suck on her
I'm
finger.
grateful for 2 children as well, but I think I would like 6 kiddos. Like how my mom has 6. Just following her trend, her sunnah, the sunnah of my mom, having 6 children. So I would want that too. Anyways, next
Some
question.
sunnahs you don't really want to follow. Like Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam had 7 children and buried 6 of them, and I don't think anyone makes dua that they want 6 out of 7 children to die in their lifetime and have to bury them. You think about what he experienced sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the incredible
Heartbreak.
sabr which he demonstrated in it. It's truly it's something which is really amazing. I mean, it's such a great thing to happen, not in the sense of being enjoyable, but in the sense of being like so massive. I mean, how can you imagine that happening, and really his whole life, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, is incredible if you think about all the hardship that he experienced and everything he experienced in his life. 7 children would be, I guess, the sunnah though, because he had 7. I would love to, using the sense of the word, I would love to adopt, though. I would love to have, orphaned children who I take care of, who I take into my home and raise and treat with as much goodness and equality with the children who are biologically mine.
Okay, so the next question is, what is the weirdest thing that happened to you being out as a couple?
Being out and about. So, I don't know, there's a few interesting things. Aisha gets confused for a nun more than once because wearing hijab, most people who wear
like this.
Yeah, most people who wear a covering are like nuns and Christians and Catholics, and especially we have a lot of other Christians who cover like Amish and Hutterites, as well as a Jewish community who covers and stuff like that. So usually she's almost always confused for being one of Ahl Kitab rather than as a Muslim. I would say that's probably a weird occurrence. Does that count? That's not really weird, I guess.
I think it would be weird because I'm wearing these things and not really like the black that the nuns wear, and
the Amish and others
around
typically wear that though.
With someone that is obviously not my sibling.
Yes.
So
nuns, I don't know if modern nuns can get married or what the deal is.
Oh, okay.
Maybe not. Probably not. I don't know what every single sect and group is doing, because you know that you have groups doing all kinds of stuff these days. But when it comes to, Ismail, stop that. When it comes to like me, I think I'm pretty visibly a Muslim because I have a beard. I have my beautiful costume. I have what is it called? A pakul, I think. I'm not very good at the language, but yeah, I'm not entirely sure. What's the weirdest occasion of us being out as a couple for you? I'm interested to hear your answer.
Well, one of them is that the lady mistaken me as his daughter or something like that.
Oh, when we were at the store?
Yeah, like I'm some kind of adopted daughter.
Well, you're very light skinned. I could see someone thinking you're mixed if I had a black wife who was dark and then you being mixed. But yeah, we were at the store one time and they have the samples, and she was going to go and have one of the samples, and the worker stopped her and said, she stopped her and just looked at me and was like, "Is it okay if she has one?" I'm like, "Why are you asking me?" And she's like, "Well, she's your daughter." I said, "How old do you think she is?" She's like, she looked back and forth at her a few times and looked her up and down. She's like, 11?
I'm pretty short. I haven't grown since the 6th grade. I have a pants that I still wear that I got in the 6th grade. So
that is a funny story.
I think I didn't grow since. And the next question is, do you notice the stares?
You want to play with this? You're so silly.
Do you notice when people stare at you, at me, or anyone?
I thought you were talking about the stairs, like, to our apartment.
No, no.
Do I notice the stairs? Like, I'm so strong, I can just walk up and down the stairs and I don't even get tired. I don't even notice the stairs. Okay, so you're talking about stairs, like people looking at us. No, I'm too busy staring at them. I don't know. I don't care.
Staring competition.
I don't care. I'm staring at other people. I didn't know if people are staring at me. People are so concerned with themselves that I don't think that they notice anyone around them. So I don't think anyone is looking at us or staring at us.
And if they do, you might never know. Like, they probably just like mid-thought. Because when I'm thinking,
looking somewhere and then someone goes in your line of vision.
Staring or something. Yeah.
Someone goes in your line of vision. You're not even looking at them, but you're just.
But Montana's a pretty okay place. It's pretty great. The people are. You know, we have a new mixes of different people, so it's getting crazier. But the people here are pretty nice. I wasn't expecting that. And my next question is, who said I love you first?
That was an easy one. I said I love you first, and was definitely the first one to say that. So.
He was the first person to say it, but I was the first person to mean it.
That's her little excuse to try and make up for the fact that I was the first one who said it.
Honey, I'm the first person that meant it, but you did say it first. And what is my middle name?
What is your middle name?
Maybe you can just say the first letter or something.
Am I not supposed to reveal your identity in case someone is stealing your paychecks?
Yeah, I don't want anyone to steal my paychecks, please. But I will be open to receiving your paychecks.
Excellent.
But don't steal mine.
So, yeah, I mean, we both know each other's middle names, so that's silly.
What does it start with?
Your middle name is Rafaya.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's Messiah.
It's not Rafaya, that's a made up word.
It's Messiah.
Rafaya is a made up word.
It's Messiah, honey. Actually, okay. Let's see what's the next.
You don't know my middle name?
I do.
What's my middle name?
Obviously, the same Spencer.
No.
Yes, it is.
Nuh-uh.
His name is Spencer, and the funny thing is, when he came to the Caribbean, he's kind of like an intellectual.
It's Speckler.
What?
It's Speckler with a paw. It's not Spencer.
So the funny thing is, my brother, he used to watch Criminal Minds. So the guy who was on Criminal Minds, the kind of brainiac guy, I think his name was Spencer too, a whitish, tall, slim guy. And when he met my brother, he was referring to him as Spencer, because, you know, he's an intellectual, like intelligent person, and just different to what my brother is accustomed to with his friends. And he didn't even know that his middle name was Spencer.
Of course he did. He was being polite.
Really?
He's formal.
Did you tell him that his name was Spencer? Did you tell him?
He probably did his research. This guy's trying to marry my sister, and then
he did not know. That's funny. And what is the first thing you ever give me?
What's the first thing I ever gave you?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the first thing I ever gave you, it was about a few days of me being on the island, and I brought you some food, some takeout from, what's that place called? Roses or something?
English Rose.
English Rose? That was the first thing that I gave you.
Well, I guess if you want to count that, then I guess you can.
I am so much more romantic than you. You didn't even remember that? What were you thinking?
I was thinking the necklaces, like the jewelry that you bought.
Yes, I gave you.
You bought it way ahead. You bought it from here, and then you brought it down. So.
Yes, that's true. I bought jewelry ahead of time and brought it to you.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't get a chance to give it to you for a while.
Well, it was the first thing that you got.
It was the first thing that I got for you. Yes, you could say so.
Mm-hmm.
Aisha bought me this ring when I graduated from the madrasa, which was very nice. This ring she had to buy me because the ring that I bought for each other, she ended up losing that ring when she lost
Honey,
one.
you lost it.
When she lost one of the boxes of jewelry, she ended up losing a ring too. So she had to buy me that.
I'm
one
gonna
back.
cut Oka's lies, okay?
Can't believe you speak about your husband like that.
How long have we been together so far?
We have been married for 3 years and 2 weeks.
Because we're counting the lunar calendar, and if we look at the Gregorian calendar, we got married on the 22nd of December, so we're already into 3 years so far. Thank you guys for tuning in if you reached this far, and I hope you guys got a bit of an insight on who we are, our personality, and whatever else. And like I said in our bio, if you haven't read it, this channel is here to teach a bit about Islam and as well as let you guys into our little world. So we look forward to seeing you guys next time. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Allahu hafid.